Trust your instincts. You have them for a reason. I can't tell you how many people that I actually coach, whether it's about a job or their business, who say, "Ugh, I don't feel right about this," but they go through this whole decision-making process anyway, and then they make a decision that isn't based on their gut. I have to tell you, I believe so deeply that your gut is there for a reason, those instincts are there for a reason, and you need to trust them. Think back to all the times you haven't listened to your intuition. You haven't listened to that visceral thing in your body telling you, don't do it, walk away, say no, it's too good to be true, this guy is a jackass, this woman is not a good person. Think about how many times that's happened to you. And I would argue that more often than not, the only time I've gotten myself into trouble is when I ignored my instincts, and you're probably the same. You can probably think of a ton of times that you've sort of not listened to that inner voice and got sort of down the path and realized, well, that was incredibly stupid. So one of the things that I really believe in, not just as a personal tool, but really as a business development kind of tool, a professional tool rather, I should say, is really listening to your personal instinct. They won't steer you wrong, and learning to trust and nurture and develop that inner voice rather than deny it. Most of the time, it's telling you the truth. And all of the external stuff that may say otherwise, you know, if you're wrong, big deal. But generally, you're losing more by ignoring those instincts. So one of the things I think you should think about is, in the next week or so, really assess for yourself when things are coming up, if you're listening to your gut instinct, or what is that internal barometer telling you? And do you pay attention, or do you override it? I can't say enough about the fact that that instinct has really allowed me to extract myself from business relationships that weren't good when I knew they weren't good, and I was able to get out early so the damage was mitigated. So really assess for yourself within the next week or so, how good are you at listening to that internal instinct? I want you to nurture that gift because it's incredibly important to you. I think we undervalue it in business, and I think it's critical to your advancement personally and professionally. And start listening to that voice and stop ignoring it. It's there for a reason.